Welcome to Walkthrough's gameplay video of Hearts of Iron 4. I'm just playing. We're playing Hearts of Iron again, and today we'll be trying to finish up the tutorial, or at least get further along in it. And the reason why I'm starting the main screen is, well, one very important reason is if the tutorial counts as a normal game, as you can see. Also, when you load up a game, they show you this screen, which is pretty interesting. Now click on. Oh. Okay. Okay. Am I not loading? Or am I loading? No. It's a bit laggy this so yeah, apparently it is loading. We just can't see any difference, as there is no difference between last time we looked at it. In this area anyway. Ah yes, see we loaded here. Now we look at our war in Ethiopia and how well it's going. Alright, so we can change. Oh yeah, this is a game I didn't set up. This tutorial, that's War-Wise on Recruit. Iron mode. Historical AI focuses, alright. Interesting. So I'll let you change the game every time you load in. It looks like. Which is interesting. Oh yeah, speaking of what's interesting, I was actually looking at mods for this game, didn't quite get to the entire mod list. I'm almost done with it though. There's 18 pages as of this time. You look at the mods, just go to Steam Community, go to Workshop, type in Hearts of Iron 4, you can look at the mods there, or if you have Hearts of Iron 4 already, look in your Steam library. It should be the second or third option down in the middle of, well, in the middle of like the news, well, in the middle of the screen. So yeah, I mean, there's lots of mods. There's triple flag mods. There are putting anime stuff in the game, like anime portraits from Goes on Panzer, anime backgrounds for most different things. There is game music, like Rare Alert 2 music in the background, as well as music for other game or for other media as well, mostly movies. So yeah, and there's also funner things, like Charlie Chaplin as Adolf Hitler, Trump as Adolf Hitler, as well as Korea. You can actually play as Korea. As you can see, Korea is owned by Japan in this version, so I'll try it. I might try that. See what we can do as Korea in that mod. But anyway, so modding in this game is very, very open and it's very filled out, even though it's been, even though the game only released 10 days ago, which is, I mean, they now, you know, with Steam Workshop being full swing, games being, actually let's not sit around as we've got to wait for our guys to do their thing. There we go. Is Vish just watching us? So yeah, I saw the same thing happen with XCOM 2, but then in XCOM 2 really put it in, oh, we're going to mods, and we already have people working on mods for the game. Which is a good thing because, you know, like, when Steam Workshop first announced, barely anyone did mods for it, and it was hard to get those mods in-game. I can remember Skyrim being, oh, there we won. We have won the war. Alright, hold it, or we hold it now? Alright. Treaty of Abyss Abia. Hitler's trying to make demands. Okay, Ethiopia. Which one are we going to be? Which one do we want to do? I mean, I would just make him a puppet, but for various reasons. It doesn't say. Oh, state as in the country, right? Not state as in individual parts of Ethiopia. Again, I'm not quite sure what happened in real life. Alright, okay, we got 43 score. I would assume that's war score, just like in, not Committee Heroes, just like in, you know, that game. The game you know. Crusader Kings. As well as Universalis 4. Sure. Yeah, basically that means we have that much sway over them, because we just own their face so hard that they're like, okay, fine, you can have us all, we don't care. Just let us not go to war. I'm not gonna use war with you. So yeah, let's do this then. Done. Treaty of Ephesus. He only took one state. Ethiopia was annexed. 884 equipment has been sieged. Alright, is that what you wanted? Are you not pleased yet, game? We took the country. Game, we took the country. Okay, details. Improved infantry equipment. Personal and cruiser weapons for infantry, as well as various other bits of kit a soldier needs. Improved weapon models and more specialized equipment. Alright. I can get race guns. Or at least something that looks like a race gun, not sure. Ah, that's interesting. So we can research stuff in the future. We can research stuff we weren't supposed to have until a certain time. It just takes a lot forever to do it. Okay, that's interesting. Okay, well, what are we now researching? I guess more paratroopers? No, Marines. I'm saying Marines. Okay, are you... Oh, yeah, there's also a mod color called these buttons, which I might not get, depending. Was that not good enough, game? Kinda took over Ethiopia. Normal speed? Uh-oh, this may not be good. You still got 5 more tutorials left. Details? Support weapons 1. Automatic weapons are becoming more powerful. Some machine guns have already proven effective, and development of handheld support weapons must continue. This research? Okay, back to normal speed. Or, back to speed. I must get an order. Army command of the Ethiopian army. Well, we don't know, or not. Nice. Yes. Click on things. Execute battle plan. I got an idea. Alright, world news. Marco Polo Bridge incident. Japanese and Chinese forces have skirmished inconclusively over the strategic Marco Polo Bridge located in southwest Beijing. China has rejected Japan's demands for an apology and tutorial concessions, claiming instead that the breaking point of the Japanese aggression has been reached. Diplomats fear the volatile situation could result in the war any time. Interesting times indeed. Alright, so yeah, alright, so before when Japan took over China. Got it. China's over here, actually, yeah. Wait, the thing about this war is China wasn't ready for it. China wasn't ready for anything till like the 60s, so yeah. And they got some moderate help from the United States with the Flying Tigers, volunteers for China, as well as other things. Much like Russia, which they never talk about. And Russia got tons of more support, but at least China is nice about it. But anyway. Keep battle plan. We don't need to go that fast anymore. Well then. Invasion from Japan. Japan has declared war on Shanghai. Fantastic. Well, it's going to wait for another time. I'm going to save here, and I'm going to, GP. Oh, that's gameplay video 3. Speaking of gameplay video 3, I will probably be making this game, I'll probably make an LP of this game once we get out of the tutorial, which may be in a couple seconds, actually. Let's go back here. That's how fast it loads something in. Okay. Oh, that we need. I paused. Or did that? Okay, that was weird. Alright, we need you. It was unpaused, alright. Now, Ethiopia has surrendered. That's what we need. We need to talk to the general first, alright? That's all we're missing. I think we won immediately once we took over their capital. Yeah, we did. Alright, yeah. Okay, so they did tell you, oh, by the way, you should do... Yeah, oh, by the way, this is the peace screen, or this is the, surrender screen. You should do something about it. And here's what you need to... And here's what it is for. Alright, Ethiopia has surrendered. You have won. You can now make demands during the peace conference. We recommend that you choose to take all states. Each demand will increase the world tension by a certain amount. The higher the world tension is, the closer you are to a world war. Some countries have certain diplomatic actions locked until world tension is high enough. Read more in the hint below. Okay? World tension is of how heated the game has become. Certain countries have certain diplomatic actions locked until world tension is high enough. I guess America joining the Allies. Generally speaking, Axis powers want the world tension to stay low to prevent diplomatic countries from intervening, where diplomatic countries want the world tension to be high so that they can intervene. Declaring war despite claims, annexing territory, and playing a certain national focus are all examples of actions that may increase world tension. Alright. Get it. We're going to take all states like we did the last time. They recommended, and we can't do it. I mean, as United States does not do these things. They don't take all your stuff. If they do, they give it back to you at the end of the conflict. But they usually don't take anything. They don't usually do anything with the territories they take anyway. Not many people do these days. Well, when I say not many people do, I mean people that are not Russia. And, well, certain Middle Eastern countries and maybe African countries. But yeah. Most people don't just take... Most people, if they go to war with someone, don't take land anymore. They kind of learned that lesson from World War I, having Germany be in debt for half a century. Because remember, the German debt from World War I was only... They only were able to fulfill it in like 2001, I think. So, yeah. There we go. Tutorial 13 out of 15. You are victorious. The war is over and Ethiopia has been defeated. During peacetime, you may want to transport troops across the ocean or redeploy them to different locations, or perhaps to prepare for war. Now that Ethiopia has been defeated, you do not need to have so many divisions here. Select 4 divisions and move them to the highlighted port by right-clicking the province. Got it. No. Oh, that's done. Alright, that. We're with 4. Might as well research that. There we go. Yes. Alright. 4 divisions. I might as well keep them down there. You can go home. You can go home and go home. I guess you can go home too. Why not? Actually, no, you stay right there. You stay right there and you can go home. Never mind, then I'll pause. Oh, being trished. Not great. Alright, to transfer troops between 2 friendly territories, your troops must first be standing in a port. Select troops standing in the port and right-click the port in Italy. Oh, okay, that seems rather easy. Now before I guys get there first. Oh, let's stick up just like that. It's not that hard. War weapon. Yeah, that really needs to be something making it easier than just that to see if you're in the high speed or not. Are you done? Yes, you are done. Okay, pause so I can decrease the speed. Okay, that should be able to right click over here, right? To any port? Yeah, it shows up the ports. How about you guys land at the heel of Italy over there? That was remarkably easy. I thought it'd be tougher than that. Oh, there's the Suez Canal. Okay. Both passing through that, I would say is the Suez Canal is right over there. And who owns that? Who is red? Oh, and also there's a way to change the color. There's also a mod to have the old colors back. Oh, that's owned by United Kingdom, which I guess makes sense. Old colors from Hearts of Iron 3, I mean, in case they didn't make that obvious. By the way, okay, you now completed the guide part of the tutorial. You can continue playing as Italy if you wish. Read the fact, or you only play will find yourself having difficulties. The help button is on the top right to allow you access the fact anytime. Alright, I guess continue. That's a pretty good tutorial. Can be a little bit confusing at times, but not bad. Okay, world news. The games of the 11th Olympiad. The 11th Olympic Games that were recently held in Berlin, Germany, attended by athletes from 49 different nations across the world. The 19th... Hey! I was reading that game! I mean, it replaced the Olympics with Amelia Earhart. I mean, that's a bad thing. But anyway, world news. Amelia Earhart. So at least I know to stop if I'm reading the news to actually stop the game, or else it might continue. By the way, Amelia Earhart circumnavigates the globe. The famous aviator Amelia Earhart, known to many as the Queen of the Air, has completed a flight around the world together with her navigator Fried Neumann. After a brief scare when the pair temporarily got lost while approaching Harwin Island Pacific, the flight proceeded without incident, and this morning their Lockheed Electra touched down in Oakland, California. A ceremony is to be held at the White House next week, where Carhartt or Earhart. I thought that was the case that there. I was like, wait, who's Gerhard? But no, it's Earhart. Is to be personally congratulated for a feat by the president. All right, an achievement. Now back to the Olympics. Hold it. Okay, so they just will write each other until you actually say, click. But anyway, where were we? Oh yes, the 11th Olympic Games were recently held in Berlin, Germany. Oh yes, across the world. The 1936 Summer Olympians had a first in history to have enjoyed limited light television coverage. The Games were a significant propaganda victory for the German Empire, or German regime, which spent lavishly on the event. German athletes saw the most success, winning 33 gold medals, while the Americans came in second with 24. 4 of those were won by Jesse Owens, the single most successful athlete of the Games. Music concluded, yeah. Yes, like always, we either win or we come in close second or third. Oh, great, Hindenburg. World news, Hindenburg incident. Disaster was nearly avoided today when a diesel fuel tank was discovered on the German passenger airship Hindenburg. Or Hindenburg. So I can't say that word right now. Can't say its name. As it came to dock at the Lakehurst Naval Air Station in the United States. The leak was probably repaired had it gone unnoticed. Flammable vapor could have resulted in a fire that would engulf the entire airship. Critics have long questioned the wisdom of passenger airships given their spotty safety records, and the system is bound to make them even more vocal. This is not the fact that Germany uses helium in their airships. Which the reason behind that is they just simply can't get their hands on, or they're using hydrogen. And the reason behind that is they just can't get their hands on helium like everyone else because of sanctions, and they don't have any helium in the country. So yeah, a close call. But yeah, that was one of the incidents with Hindenburg until the big one. Oh yeah, thinking of this, yeah, I kind of, are guys back in the, back in Italy yet? Yes, they are. Alright, that's fine, I will end it here. You want to hear both the video and this. So, next video you see of Hearts of Iron 4 will most likely be a Let's Play of us playing United States, which then I want to play as, I want to play United States, then I want to play as Japan, helping United States if I can, which I think is possible. And, you know, make Japan an ally instead of an axis. And then maybe do that a Korean mod. See how that is. See if we can fight off Japan and become United Korea early, I guess. You know, having the allies do their thing, which would be interesting. Because, you know, the United States was alone on the Pacific Front all by itself. Pretty much. I mean, you had help from Australia, kinda, not really. But yeah. Yeah, I guess just like how Russia was alone on the Eastern Front, and Britain was alone on the Western Front for the longest time. But yeah, so I mean, Russia was one of the reasons why the United States had to end World War II, had to end the Pacific War when it had to, with the atomic bombs, is because they kind of feared. One of the reasons was they feared of Russia taking over Japan, or at least cutting it in half, much like the Koreas. In Vietnam, so they did not want that to happen, so they kind of rushed. I mean, of course, there's the whole invading Japan and how bad that would have been. They, you know, when they invaded the islands, that was bad. Invading a country full of people that might do the same thing the islands did, that would have been absolutely terrible. So, yeah. And thinking of that, yeah, President Obama actually visited Hiroshima a couple weeks back, or like 1 or 2 months back. So yeah, to look at the memorial and say how the United States is helping in that region, more something like that. But yeah, oh, let's see. That's CP, all right. Okay, I didn't make a mistake. I might as well just save. Yeah, I might as well save over this one. Okay, and let's go back to menu. Comintern, eh? Actually, let's look at this. Go to the Comintern as well. Africa, New Zealand Airlines. I'm looking for Japan. Cuba. I wonder what is Japan. Oh, there's Japan. Oh yeah, there's also a mod which I most likely will be getting to make it to have Japan not have the battle flag, but instead have their normal flag, which is white background and the red dot. Ooh, yeah, they're not part of the access. Ooh, that'll be interesting. So I can do that, and I will most definitely do that. Oh, it might be a little late. Okay, there's also a mod to change the backgrounds as well, but, you know, basically saying there's lots of mods for this game already in, like, 10 days. Like I said, like, most games, most games in general, don't get lots of mods until, you know, you don't get more than 6 stages of mods until months after they release. It's not be years. And then, yeah, with popular new releases, that's becoming more and more, that's becoming more and more frequent. Again, like the last time was XCOM 2, and then you got this one. You also got Fallout 4, a bunch of other games. But anyway, so yeah, that'll be it for this video. Thanks for watching. I really do appreciate you guys watching this video. It means a lot to me. Most me if you leave a comment. Then we'll try to me if you want me to make serious this game or not, which I probably will. However, I don't know if I'll make this a Random Play Monday series or a main sequence series, but we'll see, because I want to do Mirror's Edge list, and I want to get it done before the 21st, before another game comes out, which is the Technomancer. Yeah, so we'll see. I really like Hearts of Iron 4. I'm glad that I got it. I'm glad that I'm glad that I pre-ordered it. I'm glad that I got the top package, because if I hadn't, it doesn't matter. Okay, I wouldn't get the pre-order bonuses, although the price is a little different. It's not the same. But yeah, I'm glad I got Hearts of Iron 4 because I can actually understand this. It's only Hearts of Iron 3, which I look at, I'm like, oh my word, what's going on? But yeah, this is actually not bad. Yeah, I like it a lot. I really do. Alright, well anyway, let's pick a new game. Alright, this is what I was talking about. Scenario and yeah, it's like a scenario. You want to start pre-war, or do you want to start right before? Oh, well, you want to start at the beginning of World War II, when Germany started to go crazy. All right, well, I would be starting from the very beginning, to get the ropes better and to get everything nice lined up, and then we'll start World War II after that. I mean, I will actually go into World War II, and I hear that this game actually has infinity timeline, or not infinity, but it's like. But you can go to year 9999, 4 nines. So yeah. Although there won't be anything, you won't be researching anything, but hey, if you want to conquer the entire world, as like Sweden, for example, and you need that time, you got the time, unlike unlike the other Paradox games, which you don't have that sort of time. I'm not quite sure if that's true or not, but we'll see. Anyway, you know what? I'll read these. Actually, let's just select this. Yeah, let's actually. I'm gonna read them. We got plenty of time. We got a minute left. But anyway, select scenario. January 1st, 1936. Gathering storm. Dark times are coming. In Europe, Hitler has consolidated his power, and the tension is now increasingly drawn beyond Germany's borders. Mussolini's Italy continued to embark on enduring military ventures, where the Empire of Japan stands poised to attack China and Asia. Almost 20 years have passed since the end of the Great War. The world has yet again been doused in gasoline. Single spark may be all it takes. Alright, 14th of August, 1939. Blitzkrieg. In the last few years, the world has seen some new wars break out in Europe and Asia. Spain is now governed by nationalists, and Japan has fought both the Soviet Union and China for territory. The latter being a most successful battle for Japan. The new non-aggression pact between the Soviet Union and Germany may be bad news for the rest of Europe. Alright, that's another start point which I might want to do. I might want to start as Germany and not fight Russia. Because remember, the non-aggression pact, you know, the Soviet Union and Germany were friends at one point. Well, loosely definition of friends as Russia wants to be with anyone. Yet even then, that wasn't that much friends at all. Like, not friends like they are with the United States, kind of. But anyway, so yeah, they were basically decided we don't want to kill each other quite yet, so let's sign a non-aggression pact. And with the non-aggression pact, that was fine. Germany had its fun in Europe, but then Germany saw Russians like, okay, you guys got oil and coal and all sorts of good stuff. We don't have any of that kind of stuff in that kind of quantity, so we want it. So would you mind rolling over and letting us march to Stalingrad? Oh, letting us march to Moscow, which Russia let them do. They marched to Stalingrad. Then winter came over, and Russia was like, nope, you can't do that anymore. So things started trying to happen. Which is interesting. So, like I said, Germany was the aggressor, so you can't play as Soviet Union unless of course you have a friend as Germany. You can't play as the Soviet Union and not have the non-aggression pact. You have to play as Germany and not go after the Soviet Union, which would be interesting, seeing what would happen if Germany didn't mess up and go after the Soviet Union, or instead make friends with them somehow. Which, you know, Soviet Union was part of reasons why Germany lost. Well, not that Germany lost World War II, because they were so bogged down in on the Eastern Front that they couldn't really focus all the resources. However, if they weren't like that, they could easily focus all the resources on the Western Front. And yeah, and well, on the other fronts as well, like Africa and stuff like that. So yeah. Alright, but anyway, we'll stick this scenario. Who do we get to play as immediately? Yes. What's another country's category? Other countries are called other countries. Apparently. Yes. The non-select cup stag. Which, I did find two mods for that, for the, well, one the historical flag and one the centered historical flag, which we all know as the blood flag. So yeah. I'll probably be using that, because why not? Pretty more immersion, why not? Also, there's more portraits I can find as well. But yeah, other countries, what does that mean? Anyway, I guess let's go in order from left to right. France. Formation. Leader Edouard Delia. Ideology Democratic Government, Democratic Regime. Elections April 1936. Ruling Party. Party Radicalism, I think. Brief history. Despite devastation of the Great War, France has been on the road to recovery thanks to a strong economy. Can't say that word either. Economy or something like that. However, the depression has still affected the country, and the new German regime has no interest in paying the war reparations situated by the Treaty of Versailles. I know I say that as I heard that's been said a lot of times. Well, same with economy, but oh, I finally got it. All right. When the treaty was signed, the French Marshal famously remarked that it was not peace but armistice of 20 years. Those 20 years are now rapidly running out. Okay. And that's a ruling party and what that ruling party can do. Different boosts. I mean, just you can make your own nation. That'd be a nice mod. Alright, let's instead of reading them all, as we wait out of time, I'll read them all in the LP. By the United States. Information leader Franklin Delano Roosevelt. Ideology Democratic government Democratic regime. Listen, yes, Republicans. Take note. Elections November 1936. Ruling party Democrat Party. Brief history: the United States retreated back into isolation at the end of the last war and enjoyed a period of economic prosperity during the Roaring '20s. This came to dramatic end when the nation was gripped by the Great Depression. America's policy of non-interventionism, or non-intervention, some people call it non-interventionism, The foreign wars has stood form. Tensions are rising both in Europe and Asia. The great neutral, and they find themselves drawn into a maelstrom whether it wants to or not. Yes, the thing about playing as Japan and being friends with everybody is if you're friends with everybody and you don't attack America, America wouldn't enter the war or wouldn't have a very solid reason to enter World War II. So I guess unless the United States just wants to enter World War II, or if it was being played by someone who could convince everyone to actually enter World War II, then that would work. Because remember, Franklin Delano Roosevelt ran on the fact that he did not want to get into World War II. He didn't want to get into war in Europe. Although he planned for it, he was helping the British, he was helping the Russians. Nah, he was kind of waiting for Japan to attack, not waiting for him to attack, but basically they thought it was likely for Japan to attack. So yeah, so he was getting ready for that, and yeah. But anyway, we'll be selecting it, so yeah, playing as Japan, I'll probably be by myself, but being by myself on the left, having the entire western part of Germany, and having Africa to myself would be interesting. Anyway, alright, so we are in the campaign. Okay, this is the the same thing as the long screen. Actually, I wonder. Yes, Philippines, France. The Philippines are by themselves, okay. Can we find more can we find lumber and stuff? They should be over here somewhere. Yeah, it should be around here somewhere. I'm saying, yeah, those are blue, that must be us. What's that stink of water right now? But anyway, we want not iron mode, we want historically accurate. AI focuses, we want regular. I gotta read these when we get going and get to the scenario. Alright, start. Alright, here we are in the United States. Hawaii. Should be ship station here. Well, one ship anyway. Oh, just one army. Where's there? Oh, we had to look at the ship map, don't we? Okay. Alright, fine. Italy, Illinois, great. We got Midway, yes. And we thought it should be up here, right? No, that's Midway. And what's over here? Okay. It'll be Wake Island. I mean, it should be around here somewhere. Alright, our movie's not even all over. It's not a bit on us. It doesn't actually spin the region. Really? Here's the Hawaiian region. And no one's there, no bells. Okay. But we'll, again, this will be what we'll be doing in the full LP. Which one's going to come below this background, by the way. But yeah, so what do I think about Suburban Power? I love it. It's good. I mean, for my first construction game, I think it's going to be pretty good. So, yeah, I do recommend it. Alright, so, yeah, that'll be it for this video. Thanks for watching. Do appreciate guys who's watching on this video. You guys be with me on the community to comment, tell me what you like, tell me what you community, tell me if you have any suggestions, or to me want to make series or not, and you have any suggestions for that series, like who I should play as. Obviously, we'll be playing United States first, but there's still suggestions on what to do as United States. Also, any tips on how to play Hearts of Iron 4 in general, no tips you can come this previous zero tip. And, yeah, so whenever I get doing the LP, whether it be an MLP Monday LP or would it just be an LP, who knows? I'll probably do seasons. Yeah, I'll probably make it a seasonal series, just like just like my Kerbal Space Program series, as well as my civilization. Yes, my semi-civilization Beyond Earth. Well, that's what I want to do with it anyway. But yeah, I'll probably make seasons where I have the United States season cut. In the playlist, then go to another and and then go to another nation like Japan, cut in playlists, go back to America, do different things, do that. But yeah. Anyway, so those are my ideas, and yeah. Tell me if you want. Tell me how bad you want me to see it. Tell me how bad you want to see a series of this on my channel, because again, people have been playing Hearts of Iron 4 for a long time, but they haven't necessarily picked the United States or Japan, or Korea for that matter. So we'll see. Alright, so yeah. That'll be it for this video, and I guess see you in a skin.